It's the first time I see a reform that shakes the system to the core. I think that has been interesting to see that for once the reform really caught the attention of everybody, all the departments, all the agencies, and everybody has to get together and do something. And for me, that's already one very good positive aspect of this reform. The second positive aspect of the reform has been to really place the SDG at the center, the Sustainable Development Goals. Because what happened is that we know with the Millennium Development Goals, it took time, before everybody felt that they had to do something for this. Now it has really put the SDGs at the center, and I think it's important because it gives a sense of direction, a world vision, which we really needed to have that vision for the world we want. The UN were created at a certain moment in history. 75 years down the line, the world is so different today. Somewhat, I think there is a need for the UN to reform itself. Not the reform that we just did, it's more the organization as a whole. What is it that people expect from us? Are the expectation of peace, do they translate the same way as they translated before? After the Second World War, it was obvious that peace meant, the absence of violence, be able to develop. Is peace today the same thing? Do people aspire to the same thing? So I think that's really what it will help us, this decade of action, and starting with the 75th anniversary, is really to take the pulse of the society, which we're going to do in Nepal as well, interacting with people. On top of it, in Nepal, you have such a diversity of people, 120 different ethnic groups, and that will be fabulous to hear from them what they expect from the UN.